Hello, it's Sunday. No, I'm not sunbathing in the garden. I'm working in the garden. It's very bright, so I can't see what I'm filming, and I think I'm screwing my face up. Hey ho, and I've not got my tripod with me. But I'm in the middle of doing the lawn, removing the weeds, and I'm going to be reseeding it. Yeah, it's a hard job. But let me show you what stage I'm at. So, as you can see, I've got the kneeling pad and the trowel, and I'm removing all of the weeds. I've reached here and I'm just taking a break because it's hard work. Once I've done that, I'm going to rake it over completely and I'm going to scarify, sort of remove most of the top thatchy layer. Then I'm going to dress it with a bit of compost, and then I'm going to seed it and then walk all over it to bed the seed in. Within a couple of weeks, hopefully, there will be a new lawn. I've bought seed which is for a shady lawn. So, yeah, there we are. That's what I'm doing today. Hard work. It's just gone 4 o'clock on Sunday. Hi, Paul.
Hello.
Say hi to the camera.
Hello to the camera.
There we are. Yeah, it's just gone 4 o'clock and I just came into... Oh, sorry. I'm terrible at filming, aren't I? Well, I can't help it if I'm a moron. Yeah, I just came in to get the phone to just show you the finished product of my work. It's lovely at this time of day because the sun has just moved over, leaving the patio in semi-shade, which is great. It's a really nice time to sit out because you've got the garden illuminated in front of you. So, the grass has been completely raked over. I can't say that it's particularly level, because it's not, but it's been scraped over. Most of the old grass has been sort of raked out. Oh, don't eat my grass seed, birdie. That's the only thing with grass seed. So yeah, scraped and dressed in a very thin layer of compost which has been raked in, and then it's had seed broadcast all over it. Probably too much seed, but hey. So this has been watered in and it needs to be watered twice a day, morning and afternoon, to keep it moist. And hopefully within the next couple of weeks you will see a difference. So yeah, let's take this as the before shot. It's a beautiful day. I'm just going to sit out here. God, I can't speak. I'm going to sit out here for a short while and then I'm going to throw myself in the bath because I need to have a good bath. Yeah, so I'm really pleased with that. Look at my hair. It's the humidity. It's just grown out of, it's just swollen basically. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that weekend of work. It was on my list of things to do, and even though we don't have much of a lawn, it's really nice when there is a sort of green path going through the garden that sort of, it gives it a neatness, let's say that. It sort of ties things together because the end of the garden is so wild and is left to do its own thing. Although we will be having some tree work done in September because the pear tree is covered in ivy and it needs to be thinned out, and the eucalyptus has again got a little bit too big. But the whole effect of the garden, if I sit over here, the whole effect, let me turn you around. The whole effect of the garden is to sort of lead your eye upwards. So it has a real sense of height. You can just see the top of the eucalyptus over there. You feel enveloped, which I like. And of course it's private because you've got houses all the way along there. And I think I've shown you before that, you know, you can see that row of houses. We would be completely overlooked if it wasn't for the trees. So I love the trees, and I love this feeling of being in a little enclosed woodland. I mean, you know, this garden's not going to win any awards because there's a lot of planting which is in the wrong place. Listen to those screaming children. That child has been screaming for the past hour. It's because they've all got the bifold doors, you know, so they open all their doors and think it's acceptable for us to be listening to what's happening in their home, which I personally don't think it is acceptable. If I were to bring out a Bluetooth speaker and play heavy techno music at them, I'm sure they wouldn't like it. Brats. See, you can't stop me complaining for long. Honestly, it's either them next door or it's them screaming. Never used to be like this. 20 years ago when we moved in, there were hardly any families, hardly any young families, and all those houses were occupied by older people. So it was deadly quiet most of the time. It really was. I used to sit in a hammock. The lawn was a little bit bigger in those days. It was a lot bigger. I don't see the point in lawns, huge lawns. I would rather have plants and deep borders, even though mine aren't managed particularly well. The problem with me is I put things in the wrong place. I don't consider where plants should go. And of course, as it's got shadier over time, oh, by the way, this lawn seed is specifically for shady lawns. Because the garden has got shadier, you can't really grow things like, you can't grow a lot of flowers. Flowers just don't seem to do well. And of course, with our ecosystem, they get eaten straight away. So you're kind of quite limited as to what you can grow. Oh, nose is running. But I was a bit annoyed when I was watching Gardener's World. I'd been talking to Paul about our Japanese anemone, and it was given to us by a friend of ours, Linda. I've got no tissue. Oh well. And I put it in the border, and then I moved it a couple of years ago because I thought it needed to be further out because it was too shady. And then I hear Monty Don saying, oh, it'll do in sun or shade, it'll grow anywhere, and by September it'll be covered in flowers. Ours has only ever flowered once. It looks distinctly unhappy in either situation, and it just really doesn't do anything. I wish it would, because I love the flowers. So what I did read was that they like rich soil, so I've mulched it with some compost, and I'm hoping that will perk it up and we may see a flower. Watch this space. Right, I'm just gonna have a relax. My arms and wrists ache like mad, but I'm really pleased that I got that work done. And no, it wasn't fun. It was backbreaking, to be honest. But it had to be done, it had to be sorted. And the main reason for me doing this is A, to have the lawn, but B, to make sure that a nice, fresh, lush lawn is in place for next year when potentially will be putting the house on the market. So I want the lawn to look as good as it can do. Because frankly, this year I've neglected the garden. So that's why I've had to do quite a bit of work to kind of at least go into the new system, the new season. God, I can't speak today. At least go into the new season with a straight garden that doesn't need too much care before winter. I mean, there are several other areas that really need a lot of attention. The area by the little Buddha is covered in weeds. That's all brick. It's all old brick, which I laid down, and cobbles. And it's just been populated in violets, which sounds lovely, but violets have quite deep roots and they're really quite difficult to get out, as I found out today, digging them out of the lawn, along with the creeping buttercup, which again, if you're keeping a good lawn, you never want creeping buttercup, ever. Absolute little buggers to get out. Anywho, I've waffled on enough. I shall say goodbye, leave you with a final shot of the garden. Yeah, it's looking pleasant. Good afternoon. It's Monday and it's very breezy. It's been strangely dull. And it was a bit weird yesterday because I looked and thought the sunlight is really golden. And then I saw the red moon, which is full today. So I took a couple of pictures, and then Paul said to me it was about the smoke in the atmosphere, which is being carried from North America on the jet stream. So it's very high up, so it's not causing any issues in terms of air quality because it's floating very high up. I guess it will eventually fall somewhere as fallout or in the rain, but it's nothing to worry about. Happens once in a while. So it's causing these sort of hazy skies with golden coloured sunlight. It's not as golden coloured today, and I'm not sure what the moon is going to look like tonight. I will try and get some footage if I'm able to, if I haven't fallen asleep by then. I woke up early this morning again. And work has been fairly busy, but the good news is it's a 3-day week for me this week. I've got Thursday and Friday off and Monday because it's bank holiday. It's the final bank holiday of the year. Well, the final bank holiday before Christmas. So it's the final summer one. It's the final one with any decent weather attached to it. Let's put it that way. So yeah, that's quite nice. It means I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days off in a row. Hurrah! What can I do with that time? It's a lovely chunk of time. I think we may do a little trip out and a bite. We'll see what happens. But you know, it means you'll get plenty of value in my vlog, which is good, always a good thing. And frankly, it needs to have plenty of value at the moment because, and I don't mean to come across as whingy or complaining, but the money is really bad at the moment on YouTube. It's really poor. It's dropped through the floor. Whereas, at one point last year, we were earning around 350 a month, which still is not anything to write home about. It pays a bill, or at least a couple of bills in the summer, but it's dropped. It's on about 170 at the moment for the month. It's really poor, I mean, we're lucky. We have supporters. We have lovely supporters, who pay us a bit of dosh, which goes into a kitty, which goes towards equipment. So we have a backup fund should things go wrong, like a camera break or a tripod breaks. I've still not bought the new tripod. I'm still making do with the old one. Or a light needs to be replaced, which has happened. My camera broke a couple of years ago, so I had to shell out money from my savings to replace that. And they're not cheap things. They really aren't. So yeah, it's a bit of a challenge. Don't ever go into YouTube doing a channel like ours expecting to make any kind of money, because you don't, unless you are running a sensational channel which appeals to the youth. Don't expect to make any money. So yeah, I'm not down about it, don't get me wrong. It's just, sometimes it's a bit of a struggle mentally to sort of bring everything together and then realize that you're only earning, a tenner for the video you've just produced, if that. So yeah, it's a bit weird, but hey ho, c'est la vie, 'tis the way. So yeah, I'm okay. Feeling a little tired, but looking forward to the beautiful long weekend. Yes, where I can just take my sweet time to do whatever I want. That's the thing I like about having time off. It means I can fit in the jobs that I don't normally have time to do, like sewing, gardening, things like that, and feel as though I'm up to date with that stuff, rather than cram it all in. I've talked about this before. Just gives that leisurely pace, which feels good, rather than having a sort of constant anxiety. Can I fit everything in? Can I do that? Oh, I won't bother because there's no time. That's how it ends up. And that's what happened with the garden. That's why it got so neglected, because I just kept saying, no, I haven't got time, and turning a blind eye. Whereas now, I got in from work, I changed into my scruffies, and I got straight out there to water the lawn. So you kind of feel motivated to keep it looking as nice as it can, which I think is a good feeling. It's good for me because I don't always feel that motivated to do stuff. So it's nice to know that you have provided your own motivation. You've not relied on anybody else to push you. You've done it yourself, which feels even sweeter. So it's all good. It's all good. Right. I shall crack on. I've got a couple of small chores to do. I want to wipe down the windowsills outside. They don't often get dirty quickly. Bloody snails and spiders make a right mess. Dirty little buggers. They do. They do poos everywhere. I know they've got to poo, but Anywho, I'm saying goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Good evening. It's Wednesday evening. I didn't vlog yesterday. I don't know why. It's been a busy week so far, but I'm finished for the week now. And I'm not back to work until Tuesday. Yeah, we have a bank holiday. So I think I mentioned that before. But I just wanted to show you, I've got a little friend here. Look. You see that little tiny dot just there? It's a little spider that's taken up residence in the lounge. I will be evicting them tomorrow. But he's not in the way. It's fine. Yeah, busy week. I worked a little bit late today to catch up. But I'm just so glad I've got some time off. Super. And I have bought myself some new hair clippers. I will be doing my hair. I'm going to be going short. So I've managed to pick up a really large clipper guard, a 2.5 inch one. So yeah, I'm going to be restyling my hair probably tomorrow because I've got plenty of time to do it at my leisure, which is good. There's nothing specific to report. It's very grey outside now. It's feeling much cooler. Feels like summer has departed, which is a shame. Nothing we can do about it. Yeah, that's it. So I'm quite sure there'll be plenty of vlog activity for the rest of the week now, because I've got a couple of days free to do stuff that I want to do, and I'll be bringing you along for the ride. I'm a bit sniffly again with this cold air. It's making me feel runny nosy again. Oh, it's like we've gone back to winter. Hey ho, I'm going to say goodbye for now. I need to get changed and it's almost time to eat. So I'll say goodbye and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Good afternoon. It's Thursday afternoon. As you can see, I've done it. Cut my hair. I now have a sort of, I don't know how to describe it, a sort of long pixie cut, which is kind of what I wanted. I may cut it a little bit shorter, but it's all been made possible by buying these large clipper guards. Because I used to have clippers years and years ago, and I used to keep my hair really short, but you were very, very limited with the length you could cut. So you always ended up with a really, really short cut. And I thought to myself, I wonder if you can get larger clipper guards. So I investigated and found some. So I purchased a set of clippers because I needed them. And I bought these clipper guards that fit the clippers. So so normally they go up to number 10. Well, the ones I've got go up to number 20, which allows you to cut, I think, 2.5 inches to allow your hair to remain 2.5 inches. And I've actually ended up using a number 16 on this. So as you can see, it's still got a little bit of length to it, and it's kind of the same length all over. So I may go a little bit shorter. We'll see. We'll see how it sort of wears in, but I'm really pleased. And I think one of the reasons why I'm really, really pleased is because my hair is important to me. It's central to my character. It's always been something that I've played with since being a teenager. I don't play with my hair as much now, but because I don't want to spend huge amounts of money on going to the hairdresser, I've managed to take back control, so that's good. That's Paul coming in. Hi, Paul.
Hello.
How are things at the plot?
Mm.
What do you mean?
One oak has been destroyed.
What?
Mountening.
What do you mean?
One I transplanted.
Destroyed by what?
Don't know. Squirrel, I think.
Oh, squirrels. I'm having issues with squirrels in the back garden at the moment. Digging up my lawn, which I've reseeded, and also eating the pinks as well. They've eaten 2 of the pinks. So it's just so annoying when that happens, you know. But anyway, today has been actually a really nice day. I've done very little today. I've had a really good relax and a chill out. Did my hair, dyed my eyebrows as well, and just did very little, which I needed. I really needed that. The weather's not been great. It's been very breezy. It was wet earlier. I did a wash earlier, done a little bit of housework, that's it. So I've had a good day. I've really enjoyed my day off, but I am delighted that I've cut my hair. But as I say, I may go a little bit shorter. I'll see how it settles in and whether or not it's an absolute pain to style, because that's the thing about short hair, you've got to style it. And I'm sort of styling this in a sort of messy way, you know. But yeah, I'm pleased. All good. That's it. Nothing else to report. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Good afternoon. It's Friday afternoon. Oh, pardon me, I've just drunk a load of water. I've just got in from working outside. Today, this afternoon, I've been doing the front weeding the path. We've got a very old, probably original brick path, which gets very weedy in between the cracks. So I probably weed it 2 or 3 times a year, maybe. I don't weed it to death. I leave a little bit of grass growing in the cracks just to give it that rustic look. So yeah, I've been doing that. Yeah, just a couple of things in the front and the side garden, just a bit of weeding really. But it's taken me a good couple of hours to do. Before that, I had a little rest. And before that, I did actually give my hair another trim. Believe it or not, I've taken another ½ inch off. The shorter I cut it, what's that? Oh, it's hair. The shorter I cut it, the longer it looks. It's crazy. It sort of starts to stand on end the shorter it goes. So it kind of ends up looking like it's got more body, which is a good thing. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it. Really pleased. Yeah, and I can wear it sort of very flat to the head, or I can wear it sort of tufty and chunky, or I can spike it with gel. So it's quite versatile as well. And yeah, it's just something new and fresh, which I really needed. It'll grow again, believe you me, it'll be long again before you know it. But I think I'm going to strive to keep it short now. Now I've got those clippers, and now I know I can do it fairly easily and keep it kind of this length. Yeah. Yeah, super. That's it really. Nothing else to report. I've really enjoyed my couple of days of really not doing much, apart from pottering around, gently doing jobs. I've really enjoyed it. yeah, it's been like a little mini holiday, and it still is. I've still got 3 days left, 3 whole days left. It's like a miracle. So anyway, I'm saying goodbye. Looks like we're having rain tomorrow. We've had the wind, that's gone now. But yeah, torrential rain, potentially in the morning. There we are. See you tomorrow. Bye for now. It's Saturday afternoon. It's been a really wet day, really disappointing. I kind of really fancied doing a bit of gardening, being outside a little bit, but no, it wasn't to be. It's just vile. It's not feeling particularly cold this afternoon. It's warmed up a little bit. It's feeling humid, but I sort of feel a little bit under the weather. I'm not sure why. I've got a sore nose just there. A little bit of a headache, and my ear is a bit blocked. So I'm not feeling 100%, if I'm honest. We just filmed Sunday Chat. Can't say it was the best episode ever. The energy is, I don't know, a bit low at the moment. I don't feel low as in, down. I just feel tired, actually. I've been waking up very early every day, around 4 o'clock. And I think it's kind of catching up with me. I don't feel terribly resilient at the moment. And there's a few issues that are really bugging me. Yeah, I'm not going to go on about them, but silly things like a couple of the plants aren't doing very well in the house. The gutter's got a problem. Simon, our workman, came over yesterday to fix it, and he said he'd fixed it, and we've had torrential rain this morning and it's clearly not fixed. It needs more work. It just really annoys me when things aren't resolved. And then things happen and it just kind of creates more work, that you really don't want to do, but you've got to. And just annoying. And I don't know why I'm complaining, because, most of my life is pretty easy to deal with. But sometimes things just niggle you, And that's how I'm feeling today, sort of niggly and sort of can't be bothered. CBA syndrome. So yeah, nothing else really to report. I'm just about to do editing. Feel as though I can't be bothered to do that as well. Yeah. But some weeks are like that. Not every week is a shining example of productivity and joy, frankly. And certainly this week doesn't feel like anywhere near either of those things. I just feel a bit flat today. I just want to curl up on the sofa. That's kind of how I feel at the moment. And just do very little, Hey ho, c'est la vie. Take care. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.